Hey everybody, it's Rick OShay playing Marvel Puzzle Quest. Thanks for jumping on again. We've got a big one today. It is time to introduce a brand new character to the game and a new version of a character. It is 5-star Magneto, the Age of Apocalypse Magneto. We're going to play the introducing event all the way through to the end. There is some good story along the way here, and we're going to review this new character's abilities, and really should be pretty fun. Some of the battles are one-on-ones, some are wave nodes where you face a bunch of different enemies. Let's jump into that action and see if we can learn this strategy on how to play this new character very efficiently. Battle number one, we're going to take on Legion, which is a really interesting battle. I'll let you read the story there. You probably have checked it out already on your end, but super interesting matchup with the storyline, the history between Legion, Professor X, of course, and with Magneto here. We get to take on Legion with Professor X in this first battle. Now, what you'll notice is there is any Magneto is allowed in this battle along with Professor X. And you don't have to use the 5-star. Let's go ahead and jump on and grab the 4-star here. And, of course, I think we should switch it over to the new 5-star Age of Apocalypse Magneto. Let's see if we can win this battle here against Legion. He's only got 11,400 health. This is battle number one. We are starting out with an extra move in red. Fantastic. That's going to be our goal. I think the way you want to play Magneto is get his red ability played as soon as possible. That way you get strike tiles on the board. You also get repeater tiles that deal damage but also convert enemy special tiles over to additional strike tiles. Awesome. And then I think with the other abilities, we'll see if I'm right as we go. You guys let me know if you know better strategy here. But the blue ability, Polar Coordination, looks like a pretty awesome ability. It does multiple hits of damage based on how much yellow you have when he lands from being airborne. Very cool potential for damage. And so you want to build up yellow and blue prior to playing that and get your red out early. And then say you want to try to have about 9 yellow maybe saved up, even though the cost of the ability is 6. I think you want to have a lot of yellow on hand for the damage potential. Okay, extra move. Wow, Professor X, when you get an extra move, is amazing. Let's go here. Could have gotten a little more red. We're going to win this one so fast. We just ran a little too well in this match. Legion's going to get basically a single turn, and that was just an easy matchup. Let's continue and see if we'll get more out of the strategy side in the battle number 2 right here. The new X-Men. This is a fight against 3 non-tile moving characters. You get to pick any X-Men character you want to play along with Age of Apocalypse Magneto. These characters were just populated for me. You could choose anyone you want. Let's go down and pick maybe some weaker characters just to see that, just to make sure we're not overpowered on our battle here. And I like to get Deadpool involved in a match as often as possible because of the Deadpool points. Same thing for the new 5-star Deadpool. Again, pretty weak enemies. Let's see if we can get blue played before we win to see how many hits of damage we can get from that ability. Oh, should have got the blue up above before making that match. It misaligned the other match for me, but we do have 9 blue AP already. I have not seen the animations yet from Age of Apocalypse Magneto, so looking forward to that. Running good on yellow. And we have our blue qualified. Perfect. Okay, I think this is a good moment where let's go ahead and play Polar Coordination right now while we have a lot of yellow on hand. Don't play yellow first or you won't have it for the damage calc when you land. Check it out. Nice. All right, cool animation. You see that it did add yellow tiles to the board. Let's switch over to this guy. Get an extra move here. Doesn't do nearly as much damage from 4-star match damage as it would have with Magneto being the 5-star. Bunch more yellow. Check this out. We have 24 yellow. Magneto's airborne for yet another turn. So we should have the animation coming right up here for the damage on the next turn. Multiple hit damage did carry on past the single enemy. So if it downs an enemy, it carries on to the next one. That part I definitely like. And man, we just ran really good with gaining that additional yellow. Okay, so I think we're figuring things out relatively well. Let's take on battle number 3, a change of heart against Sabretooth. You can read the story there, kind of an interesting twist. We'll take him on with Magneto once again. We can move that over. All right, so now let's make sure and try to play our yellow ability. It is the, we haven't played red either, I guess. Getting lucky with these extra moves. I don't want to win too quickly, but 5-star match damage really does a lot of damage throughout the entire match. Alright, so we have a red match. We can do a yellow. Sabretooth red is quite dangerous, actually. Another multi-hit damage ability. Very cool ability from Sabretooth when he matches an enemy strike tile. He destroys an extra area of the board, deals additional damage. Sabretooth is showing he could be a little bit of trouble. Can we get a red lined up without having him take it away? We'll see. Nope, he took that one away. Didn't set us up for another one. I really want to get the red going. Definitely won a little too easily once again. Match number 4 is Wave Node. Alright, enemies go up to level 220. That should be a good... should be a better matchup anyway for our abilities. Okay, now I know there's a match 4 in green and then also team up. I think we'll do this one. Pick up a little bit of red. Wow. Okay, let's see. I said red and then we got yellow, but that's okay. Yellow is important to have going into being able to play your blue. There's a yellow match. Maybe it'll line up a red. It did line up a red really well. We're up to 5. Let's see if we can get this played before we get the victory. Very little red left on the board. We can line it up pretty closely. There's always a chance that he will take that away. Yellow matches actually heal that version of Wolverine, so need one more red. We can play our yellow. Let's go ahead and do the Eternal Induction. You should probably wait until you have strike tiles on the board when you play this, but it really depends. It's an interesting ability because you choose a color and then you get protect tiles placed on that color of tiles. But if you already have a special tile, it could be a strike or an attack tile, it will just improve that tile instead of converting it to a protect tile. And then separately from that, if you choose a color that has enemy specials on it, it will convert the enemy specials over for protect tiles for you. So kind of a cool concept. He will, well, let's let him try to play his green. Worked out pretty well. He needs to get another green match. And I wanted that red. Having trouble just getting the abilities played before we win the match. Alright, so he has his green. Very cool. Let's do... We're about to win, but I'm going to choose red here with our yellow ability. And I'll just choose the red one maybe here. It doesn't matter which one you choose, that's just selecting the color. Let's see what happens. Ah, cool animation. So look at that. We got the 3 different protect tiles. That's because this ability is at level 3 instead of level 5. At level 5 you'll get 4 of these special tiles. And I do believe we converted one of the strike tiles. Was it this one here? One of them, I do believe he had 3 strike tiles on the board. So, kind of cool. Let's do this again. Choose red again. Alright, and it didn't convert, but it did increase the value of this other protect tile. We're up to 824. And Wolverine lives to see us play Magnetic Inhibitor. Not going to get much out of this, but at least we get to see the animation. Oh man, alright, that was a really cool animation. We do get the strike tiles. Special tiles are adding up on the board, and so that's the point. When you have red to be able to play, you could choose black, and then there's a good chance that you would increase the value of your black strike tiles instead of converting any of those to protect tiles. Let's get the win here, or of this first wave, right, and get into the next wave. And now we have our we're gonna lose some specials here for Raging Cajun, but we do have our repeater tiles on the board, and that's what I was hoping to get to show you here. And so they convert enemy special tiles and then deal a pretty good amount of damage, 2700 at this level. Not bad at all. I want to get this match, but he'll probably take that immediate red match afterward. So let's just get blue here. Yeah, he's going to go for purple. Converted a strike tile, bunch of damage. Okay, so I like that quite a bit. We'll get more yellow. Set him up to remove a strike tile of ours. Alright. Didn't intend for that to happen necessarily. Let's go. Yeah, I better save this repeater tile. It's matchable. I know there's a match for in green on the board that he will have to take. So it's safe at least for another turn. Yeah, I'm just trying to think about that. Let's see. Is there anything I can do besides that? Probably not. I could do a different green match, but that doesn't save our repeater, so let's just take it out of harm's way a little bit, and it's back in a matchable location because of that countdown tile. Okay, what do we want to do here? probably set up a purple match in a different direction. And it worked. Okay, so he went for the match and it saved our repeater there at the bottom. Very cool. We got Gambit out, and now we have to take on Phoenix. Chances are probably good that she's going to do a lot of damage here. Has a bunch of red saved up already. Has a lot of purple almost ready to go. Let's do this. We have our blue. We only have 3 yellow, but I think it's going to be enough here. I like that red match 4, but what I'm saying is you should probably take this match before you send yourself airborne. But let's do it now. It could misalign the red. Alright, it didn't, but we avoid all of the damage here. That could have definitely been troublesome. Our health is way down. Polar coordination kicks in. Okay, so turned out to be not too bad. We have to be careful. It's a very close match at this point. I think we'll go for this match 4. Wow, it's so close. If we had more yellow, we could put some projectiles on the board, but I think we just have to get and keep purple away. A repeater tile went off, stole a strike tile, and did enough damage for the win. And we got it. Okay, that was pretty close. I thought that might be... yeah, I thought that was going to be a little more efficient in my timing of abilities. But sometimes I do abilities specifically at the wrong time to make the match closer, or just to talk about timing strategy for one ability into another. And I think you guys get it. And, you know, if you're able to keep it close instead of winning a landslide like we did before, that might be a little more interesting. Now, this one, to me, the last battle here against Apocalypse, using Age of Apocalypse, Magneto, and he does get to bring along a couple of friends in this one. So who should we bring along? I think a really good choice here, of course 5 stars are good choices, but I think a good choice might be someone like Professor X, the 4-star, because whenever you play an ability of an ally from Professor X, let's go to the 4-star, he will create 3 special tiles, and there's always going to be a protect tile, a strike tile, and an attack tile. And having those specials on the board are going to be great when we go to play Magneto's yellow. Separately from that, so we'll have a purple, red, yellow, blue, purple. So black and green. Let's go ahead and grab X-Force Wolverine. Now, who's a black and green that we don't usually typically get to play a lot? And it happens to also be an X-Men. Probably Domino's a better choice here for the fun side of things. Okay, that's great. Let's do it. Apocalypse has 28,000 health, so this is a reasonably good matchup worth of difficulty and more. We have to really watch out for his red and his black. Let's do this yellow that drops the black match. So once again, I think the overall concept here with Age of Apocalypse Magneto is go for red early and as quickly as possible. And of course, while you're going for that, you really want to get yellow and blue, since those are his 3 colors. But starting with red is great. Apocalypse won't even really go for blue matches at all. since it's not one of his colors. He does go for yellow, and yellow's a big deal. Shared strength, you've seen me play Apocalypse so many times where that yellow ability with the repeaters on the board adds a ton of damage to any of his or ally abilities. We have to keep yellow away from enemy Apocalypse, but so you can see there's blue matches. You do want to go for those, but don't prioritize blue over red to get things started. I don't see a really good way to set up red, so we'll go ahead and take blue. And now there we go. A couple different ways to get a red match. Certainly we'll do the match 4. Look at that extra move. Oh my gosh. Domino was a good choice. Look at that. Over 10,000 total damage. Wow. That was crazy. So how are we going to get this red played without winning the match already? This is crazy. I think we're just finding out that it's just a little too easy to win so far. So to guarantee that we get the victory from Magneto, let's go ahead and play Polar Coordination. We have a bunch of yellow. Before we could even go airborne, the yellow that was added to the board made a match and took him out. Not a bad way to build up additional yellow for your team, whether you use Magneto's yellow after he lands or build it up for someone else on your team. Wow, okay. Well, that was really dominant run. I'll probably play some more of those again later just to make sure I have a good grip on how to play Magneto, but I think he's going to be fun. I think people are rating him a little differently than we were hoping. As soon as we heard the name of who was coming out, he might not be the design that some people were looking for, but a 5-star Magneto is very welcome in the game. We really were hoping to get a 5-star version of Magneto at some point, and now we have it. Let me know how you guys feel with the new character. How do you play the abilities? Did I have the strategy right? Let me know in the comments. There should be a video or playlist presented down below. Continue in there, and we'll see you in the next video.